一緒に行こうよ、月。
友達に伝えたかったんだ。きっと君の願いを叶えるよと。
初めて人が月に行った時、みんな無理なことなんて何もないんだって思ったって。私、本当の世界で生きていたい。来年も再来年も90年後くらいまで。私のお願い
your bitch couldn't take it to the floor now.
Oh, I leave quite an impression. 5 feet to be exact. I know it's hard to imagine, but why you keep asking like all this came out of the blue? Es imposible esquivarte. Me aceptas sola, sigues siendo
I'ma make it.
Check it out. Pretty girls picking up the fan, then I'm with the fan. They never let it catch no strike. This that pretty girl on, just she's the sun. Did you hear me?
Mitsuketa. 喜べ。初めに死ぬのは貴様じゃ。
言ったはずだぞ。てめえは許さねえってよ。
You came at a bad time, but you just crossed the line. You wanna get wild? Okay, I'll show you wild.
Supernova.
wanna go out, put a palm tree. 우리 부르잖아. Decirle a tus amigas que otro lado. Pero en realidad no es stolen by nobody. Just miss me with the drama. Unless you got me with the commas. Digo malo, si me noté, you got me. I'm asking baby. Me concentro si tú no estás, pero estar cerca de ti me distrae igual. Like any, lady, mighty.
Just say oh babe 널 움직이는 대로 say yeah 말해서
지나 침묵도 보내 너너너너너
Ain't not like ain't not like don't hesitate.
To make it jump, jump, jump.
I'm that bitch I'm every woman he knows. of light dim your light for no
If you knew it was the end of the world, could you love me like a child?
Genesis 1 verse 3. I'll dry my eyes. The only thing which darkness cannot coexist is the light.
Been on a mission, but they call me catch and kill. I'm still in diamonds, make them chase me for the thrill. I'm blacking out, I'm on a spiral. I need you now. It's not fair. Watch them all gone. Everybody give us something right.
欲しくねえな。
じゃあ次はどこ行こっか。今日が終わっちゃうのは確かに寂しいけど、なら会う楽しみを増やせばいいよ。そうすればずっと楽しいと思うよ。とても辛いから目を閉じて夢を見る。明日を生きていくためにあなたがいるから私は今日も目を覚ます。生きていけるんです。
僕の大切な君へ、本当に欲しいものが手に入るように。静香ちゃんありがとう。一緒に遊んでくれて。